For millions of families and homeowners around the country, it's a moment they've been worrying about for some time. The day interest rates finally start going up. Today, the Bank of England signalled that moment may not come as early as expected.
It certainly helps, but whether it resolves or solves the issues, I think not. It just gives us a bit more breathing space to be able to get through that and know what's coming. And I think it's up to me, the consumer, to make the necessary changes in their private life to get through this.
A cheery Mark Carney indicating that with inflation still very low, it might take a little bit longer to get borrowing costs up again.
The exact timing of the first adjustment of bank rate will be a product of the evolution of the economy. Today's not the day. There's additional slack that wasteful spare capacity that can be used up.
The governor's comments were enough of a surprise that they knocked a cent off the value of the pound against the US dollar, as investors adjusted to this new reality. Now, investors had been expecting the Bank of England to start raising interest rates as soon as the first quarter of next year, significantly just before the general election. However, when you look at the inflation report, you read it through, you listen to the comments from Mark Carney, it seems pretty clear they don't necessarily expect the increase to come that soon, despite all of the evidence we've seen recently about what's going on in the housing market.
Here we have it. Small, bijou, kitchen on the right there. 1.3 million for the flat and the 2 garages below.
While house prices are still low in some areas of the country, they've risen so high in some parts of London that even £1 million hardly stretches to much more than a one-bedroom flat. Higher prices mean bigger loans. But as Mr. Carney said today, a mortgage isn't just for Christmas. He thinks the bank might be able to use tools other than interest rates to clamp down on property prices. But that's tough news for savers and pensioners who've been hit particularly hard by low rates.
It isn't fair. I mean, somebody who's done the right thing to be punished for it. That's not being right about it.
There are a few who now think borrowing costs won't finally increase next year. We may just have to wait beyond the spring, the summer or the autumn for it. Ed Conway, Sky News.